Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will see how to configure dynamic VPN with the help of a ShrewSoft client, which is an open source VPN client. And let's get started. Let me do the RDP to the machine and then we can have, okay. Seems like I already have the configuration. Let me go through the configuration and show you what exactly I have right now. Okay, so right now, this is the interface which is connected to the internet, and this is the interface where I will be terminating the dynamic VPN. But then the motive of this project is to allow the internet connectivity through secure communication. So the customers will connect to this firewall via ShrewSoft client. They will be having a tunnel established from their location, which will be mobile and terminated on this firewall, and then they will have internet breakout from this particular location. So here we are using GE gig 000 and gig 001. 001 is in trust, gigi 000 is in untrust. As you can see, 000 is in untrust, which is connected to internet. And this is my trust interface. Okay. By the way, this ShrewSoft client version is 2.2.2. It's kind of difficult to configure ShrewSoft. A lot of issues I have faced. It does work perfectly fine with NetScreen devices, but then with SRX, I've seen a lot of issues. Let me show you the configuration. As you can see, I have a proposal where I have defined the authentication method, appreciate key, group 2, SHA1, 3-, lifetime 86400, aggressive mode. And then I have called it in the policy. You can see this. And then I've created the pre-shared key. I've configured the pre-shared key here. And then the gateway calling the policy. Yeah, you can see here I have defined user fully qualified domain name here, so that the firewall can identify that the traffic is for this particular VPN. Since it is dynamic in nature, and then connection limit I've given as 2, is going to be shared IC ID. However, you can configure it with group IC ID as well. And then this is the interface which will have the VPN termination, which is in trust zone. And then here I have called the access profile. Well, Xauth access profile, I have called the access profile version 1. and then the VPN gateway, nothing as such. Let me show you what I have in the profile. So you can see here I have created the profile, and authentication order is password, and then the client, you can see here I have configured user1, and I've given the IP address as 255.10 because I don't want to change the IP of this particular machine. Right now the machine is having 192.168.5.10, and I don't want to change the IP address because I'll lose the connectivity because I've done the RDP to this machine. And then here I've defined the password for the user one, and then we have the pool. Let me show you the pool configuration. So here I have defined the network 225.0/24 low and high as same because I don't want my SRX to give away a random IP. This is for the testing purpose, which will later be deployed in production. And I have given the primary DNS as 8.8.8/32. Let us just take a capture as well. I will set the filter. And then I think I already have the firewall filter in place. Yeah, you can see here I already have, I'm sorry. So you can see here I've defined the source, destination. This is my machine where I have logged in. This is my firewall filter to capture the packet, and then we have to apply it. The same can be seen in GUI as well. You can see here the firewall filter which I have defined. Make sure you have the last term to allow everything, otherwise you will end up blocking the traffic. You just have to apply the firewall filter to the interface which will receive the traffic, and that's it, we are done. Let me show you the configuration because we are already in. Okay, so this is my policy. You can see here, which says anything that comes from trust towards untrust, put it to VPN. You can see I've called in the VPN, and then I have a NAT rule to translate anything that comes from trust zone towards untrust zone. This is interface based NATing. All right. Okay. It's time to configure our. You can see here I have defined my gateway, which is this interface IP, and then if you are about to use the IP pool that you have defined in the access profile, then I would recommend you to put it in high config push. Once you do that, let us just try with disable. And the client information here, NAT traverser enable 4500, keep live 300, fragmentation enabled, everything enabled. Disable these two options. Authentication, make sure you use UFQDN, because in my case I have used user fully qualified domain name. And then remote identity, I don't have any set, so I will put as any. Credential is what you have defined here, the pre-shared key. And make sure you select this PSK plus Xauth. And then phase 1, aggressive, group 2, 3-dash, SHA-1, 86400. You can compare the same here. You can compare the same here. And then you have phase two proposals. You can compare here and you can put it up. This is the important part. So here in my case, I have defined the remote network resource as 8.8.8.8. So I am only going to have access to this particular IP. If you want the complete access for the entire network, which is behind the untrust zone, the untrust interface of the SRX device or the firewall, then in that case you can modify to 0.0.0. Let us first try with this and then later we will change it. Let's give a try. I know it's kind of difficult to bring up a tunnel with ShrewSoft, especially with the SRX, where they usually don't have documentation on this. I hope it'll come up. So here, if you'll see, so this is my user, and I'm going to put the username and the Xauth password. You can see here I'm not able to log in. Let's try. You can see here I'm able to log in and I'm able to ping. You can see here it's increasing, so that means everything is working. As you can see here, I disconnected here and then everything is now working now because I don't have the tunnel active now. Um, just to let you people know that this is the counter where I was able to see the ESP packet. These are all the clear text traffic that gets encapsulated into the ESP packet. So encrypted byte, you can see 2912, and then decrypted 1560. If you go up to 688.1440, you can clearly see that the firewall is decrypting the packet and sending it out. So this is an example of internet breakout. Okay, let's try to modify this. As I was telling, it is recommended to have this configuration if you're using a pool, IP pool. The rest of the things will remain the same. Let's try this combination and let's see whether it is accepting the traffic or not. By the way, we can analyze the packet capture as well before moving on. All right, people, you can see here, this is the phase one. Okay, you can see here, this was me defining the user fully qualified domain name here. Um, if you want to see the proposal, well, you can see it inside the SA, inside the payload proposal in that transform. Here you can clearly see the proposal that was sent. These were the proposals that we configured. This is the phase two, 3-packet exchange, and this is the phase one, 3-packet exchange. And you can see here the data traffic being encapsulated into ESP and going out. The pings that were going during the time here was encapsulated into the ESP packet and it was going out. And as I said, let's try to have some more combination here. Okay, let's try to have this combination and let's try whether this is working or not. After that, we will try to change it to any other IP for the demonstration. Basically, to have dynamic VPN running, you can either have Pulse Secure client or you can have NCP client, but then you need a license for that. I guess by default, the box will have license for 2 users. I guess, not sure. So those two are paid, or by default, I guess you have a couple of license for running couple of users. But then if you want to increase the limit, then you will have to buy a new license for the dynamic VPN. Okay, this one is not working. I don't know why it is not accepting my Xauth authentication request, because this was the same user ID I used. Let's try to fix it. Anyways, this particular combination is not working, so I will be using this one. Um, as you can see here, I have again changed, and you can see here, as I was telling, that I'll be changing this for the demonstration purpose. You can see here for this particular subnet I changed, and then this is going to inject default route, I believe, and then you can have your connectivity towards this subnet without affecting your existing traffic. So if you in okay, I'll do one thing. At last, I will change it to 000 to demonstrate why I'm telling you not to have any subnet there, because it is going to inject the default route towards tunnel for the entire traffic from this machine. All right, guys. At last, if you want to have your entire traffic going towards the tunnel, then you can change this to 0000000. This will basically inject a route, and that will force all the traffic to go via the IPsec tunnel. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Hit like if you really enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe to my channel, and thank you, guys. Have a good day.